of Two Nerds and Two Noobs. Because today we have watched Daredevil Season 1 over the last 2 or 3 weeks. And, well, my name is Plasmatic.
I'm Slosh.
Lux.
I'm the bubble.
And Slosh and I have seen Daredevil before, and this was the first time
This tastes
for...
better because I'm blind. We watched Daredevil.
If you couldn't tell, we watched Daredevil.
Yeah. Yay! This is the man in the black mask.
Is that the devil of Oberlin College? And conservatory.
He's the devil of the Clarity basement. So right now we have a slight change in filming location and watching location because we just watched the final episode together.
Yeah, so we're in Hell's Kitchen right now.
Because it's like a meter underground.
And also this building is literally...
It's also like 3 meters. I don't know.
It's really
And also we're in the
I'm a
kitchen.
chemist.
They're demolishing this building
Genuinely-
next year. So wait, what are your knee-jerk reactions? First, Lux.
Okay,
1 in the morning.
so that's my phone.
It's 1 in the morning.
Okay, so my knee-jerk reaction, really fun. I think you said it was like pretty low budget, right?
Compared to some of the other, like, especially the other MCU stuff we've seen so far.
Well, yeah, it's
Right.
probably like a third of the budget environment.
Right. I would
Yeah.
say like, I mean, with that in mind, even without that in mind, like the choreography was pretty good. At the start, I didn't really know how to take the pacing because I was like, the pacing was really slow for it, in my opinion. But like the build-up was really worth it for the end. Yeah, what do you think?
I had the opposite problem where I really liked the slow pace.
All I saw was fire.
I
joking.
had the opposite problem with pacing.
Really?
Where I liked the slow burn at the start. I really liked that because that was what got me into it. And then episode, I think 4 or 5 here, where we got introduced to Blind Old Man Stick, and then I think the pacing kind of just hit the fucking shit because like going from like the slow burn to, by the way, now Nobu is gone. By the way, now the other one is gone. The Russians are gone. Now Nobu is gone. Now what's her name? Gaia? Gao is gone, and then now we're at the final 2 episodes.
To play devil's advocate, though, think about how we watched it, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, you watched episodes 1 through 4 over the course of like a week and a half, and then
No.
earlier this week.
Yeah, maybe actually.
Because at least for me, that's how it was. Because I watched the first couple, like half the season, much more spaced out, and
Yeah.
the second half of the season, much more, like in rapid succession.
I watched the first 4. Okay. This is what about happened. I watched the first 4 episodes, not counting the first one. So basically, the 2, 3, and 4 I watched basically all back to back, and then I watched episode 5 through the rest basically after a row. I don't know if it's 5 through the rest. It was basically the episode when Stick got introduced.
Stick, yeah.
Yeah, because the Russian subplot went on for a while, so it's probably more like episode 7. But like,
You are right, though. I still agree. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like once Stick got introduced. The pacing for me was just like all over the place, and that's when I started to also notice kind of a little more sloppiness in the writing as well. Because like there was a lot of things that were like I was thinking before the show because I got told by a previous person that was like this is one of the best seasons of television of something they've seen, Daredevil season 1 and 3. So I was like, and like I got told that before we got to that episode or that point. So I was like, yeah, I actually agree with this. And then I kind of got to that point. And I was like, am I tweaking? And it slowly like started to like go down in my mind, just because like there felt like there were a lot of problems slowly creeping up.
Yeah. Well, so what's your knee-jerk just rating, and then let's go into some of those problems because we'll have a lot of positives, I think. So let's.
Wait, on three. So let's say it together.
I'm debating between 2 numbers.
Okay, choose one.
Go with how you're jerking.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay.
How you're feeling? What's the?
Hey, no, that was good. Stick with that.
Stick with it. Stick with it. I'll stick with it.
3, 2, 1.
7.
Ooh.
I was going to do 6.5.
I was between 7 and 6.
I was thinking 6.5. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I really
I
like
went up
it.
7. I went up 7, assuming you would go higher. Actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I went down.
Really?
Just because I don't know whether it's how I watched it, because I watched it back to back to back in like
You binged it.
2 days. I binged it essentially, right? And like I think I don't know. The slow burn was nice, but a lot of the like I loved the villain for this Fisk, but it also felt really weird, but also kind of real, that how a lot of his reasons for like crashing out, was because of Vanessa.
Hi, I'm looking at memes on my phone.
There are memes.
There are memes.
They are not memes. I agree with that Vanessa point though. They both got introduced, Fisk and Vanessa, kind of at the same time. And I remember watching, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Where did we just come from? But like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I got steeped into that pretty well. I did not expect that to be the point of. I expected them to go way harder on like, oh, Fisk is a good person. He really thinks that way about himself, rather than like, he's just in love, guys.
Yeah, no, I felt like they could have delved into that a lot deeper than they did. Like it just felt very surface level, but it also kind of maybe reflected the like Fisk's character more because it's like he seems like a stunted character. Like
you're the Grand Master, and I think this would answer a lot of problems. Did they know they were getting a season 2?
I don't actually know about that.
Okay, I know you know a lot about productions, so.
But the thing is this is a self-contained enough story that had some plot threads, and from my memory, they don't really follow up on the Fisk thing for all of next season.
Ooh.
Because they're going down different. They went down a different route. It's been a while since I've seen the show, but I think they followed up on some more of like the Asian stuff that they were starting to like briefly tease at. And so this was sort of meant to be a kind of self-contained thing. And the reason that I'm kind of behind the characterization of Fisk the way it was done is because he's still the villain.
Yeah.
Like we're in a day where like every villain has to be like sympathetic, but like he's not right, and in no way can he be right.
Yeah.
But you still feel for him as a character in some ways, or you understand where he's coming from, but you also can just like kind of hate him.
Yeah.
I agree with that, but I'm also of the opinion that if I liked it more whenever both were kind of more morally gray, and then we had Claire the nurse, but then they also just decided let's kind of write Claire the nurse out of the story.
So she's the tying thread between all of the Netflix
seasons?
shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It is weird though, because I feel like they decided to do that probably like halfway through, and just not make her.
Yeah, amping up the character, they kiss, and then Daredevil's like, might die low key, and then that was a great episode though, with the like with the Russian who also got some strange little redemption thing, even though like maybe 10 minutes before Fisk was on the phone being like, this guy likes beating on kids. It's like which was a little strange and a little bit of like a shock, but like I didn't hate it. It wasn't the worst thing ever. So like. I have a lot of just mixed thoughts overall. Yeah. I think, touch on some positives here.
Yay.
Which there are a lot of.
There are a lot of. I mean, choreography in the show is
that hallway fight scene. Everyone talks about the hallway fight scene, but
it's a fucking good scene.
It's a good one shot.
Yeah.
One shot.
One kill. Sorry.
That did happen.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how those guys weren't all dead, but sorry.
I'm just saying, if Thor replaced Daredevil in this show, it'd be over a lot quicker.
That's likely true.
I think
New York would also be over.
Yeah.
No,
nothing.
Oh, okay.
No, he would just see Fisk and be like, Frost Giant! But we shouldn't get into Thor right now.
Not yet.
No,
Frost. God, we have to get on that soon enough, but we are not talking about Thor.
Not yet.
Oh God.
We got a couple weeks.
Yeah, the like lighting and honestly most of the camera work was good.
And it's something that at least with just a lot of Marvel stuff we see these days, and just you don't see this much care put into the camera and the look of the show.
Yeah.
Really well, like the atmosphere, like all of that is like amazing. Some goofy edits here and there. There was a few slideshows where I was like, a few wipes. I was like, okay, we're doing something here. Yeah. Also, some of the line deliveries were a little goofy at times. I was literally watching it and fucking my girlfriend. She literally,
guys, he's a girlfriend.
Guys, he's a girlfriend. I was sitting at the desk and there was a line, and my girlfriend goes, "Who is that thinks they're hot shit over there? Who can't read their lines?" I was like, "No,
who it was?
It was Wesley. It was it was Wesley." But then after that, during I think the next episode, I started the next episode, and Foggy was talking to Karen, and she comes over and she goes, "Why can he not act?" And I was like, no, he can, I swear. But he did. There were a few lines he was saying that were not clicking, and I agree with.
Yeah.
Foggy. Yeah, but I think overall, I think most of the actors doing a very good job.
Yeah.
Like obviously, there's no such thing as a bad actor, only a bad director. But I think like a lot of I think overall all the acting was good and great. I really like Wesley, even though his death was still a little goofy.
Yeah.
Because
I actually liked.
I like the death.
I like the death, but man, it's like just putting it on paper is kind of goofy. Because
no, it is.
It like
I wanted
puts
more
the gun
from it.
on the table. Is like, girl.
It just goes to show
You
like
can't do
the
it.
whole Fisk Empire just like they're so overconfident in themselves.
Yeah.
That how could Karen have the guts to do that? And it's like, cause she was Daredevil's main love interest in the comics.
Yeah.
For a while, and she was like the damsel in distress, like the stand love interest. So it's like, now we're doing something different this time.
Yeah.
She's been crying all season, but now she's gonna fucking shoot this guy 6 times. 6 like. Not just once. Like,
I'm glad.
Amazing.
I wish it was delivered better than I put my. You think I put a full bullet? Oh, there's no bullet in here. Let me try.
Let's try.
That's when my girlfriend said, "Yeah, who's that?" I like as the gunshots were going off. Who said he's hot shit?
Something I will say about Daredevil, in all the Marvel media we've seen so far, well, I guess there's Coulson, but most of the time, this is a series that really likes to hold on to its characters, and Daredevil does a really good job of knowing when to sack a character and how to make that
Pokemon
scene
reference.
look really good.
Yeah.
I'd say a lot of the big like character deaths in this show, those scenes have almost always been my favorite moments in them because they're just handled so well and with such a weight to them.
Yeah.
And you really feel after they're gone, like a lot of the time, like oh my god,
This guy's gone.
oh my god.
Well, that's the best one. My favorite one at least was Ben.
Yes,
Yeah. No, I
exactly.
rewatched. I was in
dude.
tech rehearsal for a show, and I'm one of the tech people that gets to sit in the audience until we do dress. So I got to watch it. And I got to watch Daredevil, and I got to that part tonight, and I watched it I rewatched that part 3 times over because I was so shocked that Ben died.
Yeah.
And it's like, cause like they built him up, and he was like one of the most relatable and just interesting characters.
I was thinking there's so much they can do with him, but honestly, I'm at the point where it's kind of a perfect opportunity.
It was so.
And also made his boss eat shit. So
Yeah.
especially because the ending is his boss is probably.
Yeah. He becomes a major character. Next couple
I believe
seasons.
it.
Yeah.
Really.
I think that the Fisk Empire is written in such a way where it really feels like people get trapped, and you yourself, the viewer, you're trying to think of okay, how can this character get out, and then you just hit roadblocks because the show is written in a way it's just it covers its bases.
Yeah.
Like this is I mean it's the whole show is supposed to be realistic, but the most realistic part to me is how powerful Fisk's crime empire is.
Yeah.
And just how overbearing and over powerful the entire thing. How long have we been talking? Okay.
Just a good time.
Yeah. So that every win in this show is so small.
Yes.
And there's these little ways they can just slowly chip away, and that's my favorite part about the slow burn is that there were these these constant milestones that were so small but took so much to earn. And I think just so we can talk about this fight scene a little bit too. One of my favorite milestones was the fight with Noob, the guy, the red ninja.
God,
I did
yeah.
I mean, that was disgusting.
I love how that was.
It's
well planned. That was well set up really well. As much as I don't like killing off every main antagonist we have one by one and a row like that, did really like
That
that
was
fight, and I really like that.
so
I really
good.
like Kingpin's plan. I was like, that's such a good plan.
Yeah.
It's like in the vacuum, I think that like episode works so well.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing with I don't know what do you call that weapon?
I don't know. It's like you just
It's a chain glaive.
chain glaive.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I stole that name from a
We're calling it
Terraria weapon. In that episode,
Felt
like,
it.
the storytelling in that episode was really good. Like I think
It was.
I think for me, that is the main problem with the show, though, is that, like, in a vacuum, a lot of these episodes, like, every one of these is just as good as the last, but the overarching story kind of feels a little goofy, because, again, we have Russian dies, then Nobu dies, then, Asian ladies by, like, my heroine empire, I'm a dip.
Yeah.
And then also also in the stick episode, the whole thing was like up to this point we were waiting for Daredevil to get more evidence and is prized out of the Russian at the very end of the episode, and then the Russian says, what's his name, Leland Owlsley, yeah. And Daredevil literally next episode just goes up and he's like, I'm gonna get you, and then gets tased the fuck out of because he hears his mentor, and then that kind of just doesn't go anywhere.
Oh right.
He brought that in, like, that is like, there's just a lot of, I think, dropped things in the entire series that hurt it a lot for me. So, and a lot of, like, rush things, because even the ending episode had, like, it makes a lot of the work, the small victories that we got over the course of the series feel very, very not there, because it's like,
Yeah.
and suddenly Leopold has Mr. Goober, Mr. Hoffman, hidden away, and guess what? Now we have Mr. Hoffman, and now Mr. Hoffman tells everyone, and now we have all this, and it's like, it feels like it's that domino fall that doesn't really feel like the characters did much to do there, or to go there, you know? All the, it was hard to get that information to where the characters could do that, but once we got there, it kind of did just stagnate a bit.
It's like, so,
Do you think that, and I'm going to spoil the end of the show. I hope you're okay with that. Do you think that Fisk should have gotten beaten up and, like, beaten at the end of the season?
What do you mean by that?
Like, do you think...
Like he did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think that that was rewarded, or do you think that, like, there would have been more to stop that?
More to stop that. I don't think it was rewarded.
I agree with that.
I don't like that they did that. If they only had the one season that they had been able to plan out before execs were like, guys, this show is actually good and it's popular, so we're gonna extend it. I think I am hoping that's the reason why, and then they got, because normally when this happens, 2 and 3 season come one after instead of just season 2 and then you're done. No, it's like, I think if they get more time to plan, then it'd be better. But with what they had, I think if it was just like a 1 season run, it would have been fine. But with knowing that there is more in the storyline could have been taken further, I would have much rather done that, because if every subplot was as in depth and as rich as the Russian one was, then I think we would have been talking.
I think the Russian one was just my favorite.
Yeah, they ended it right when they needed to too,
It was
which
perfect.
I was really happy about. Because that whole episode was everything was just going down to taking out the Russians, and then we got that whole episode around that, which was just so nice and rewarding.
that was the full first half of the season.
Yeah.
It was just the Russians.
No, that's why I was so
The
surprised
mix-
when they didn't do that with the rest.
I know, the rest just went snap, snap, snap.
Yep.
And then it was just okay. So
This is true.
a lot of problems with it. I don't know if I would go down to a 6.5, because I like a lot of the show, but I think it could be so much better.
I think it's too. I think on the scale that we're going off of so far, I would go higher.
Really, than 7?
Yeah.
Really?
I was also going to say a higher number.
Really?
Yeah. Just because I feel like compared to what we've seen so far, there's so much more. I have so many more positives that are a little more fleshed out.
We also have nothing that's middle of the road. We only have Thor and Hulk, or kind of, I guess Thor we've kind of averaged
middle,
to be.
I think.
Well, I'm of the opinion Thor's pretty shat, so
I'm just saying we're gonna get some middle of the road.
we're gonna get some stinkers in middle of the road.
We're starting to weigh it in.
I think this is above middle of the road.
I agree.
Me too.
But I don't know how much above middle of the road is what I'm saying. And so
I could go a 7.5. It's good. I can
This
go
is
a
closer to
7.5.
Iron Man for me, because I feel like
Really?
Iron Man
What's
has
Iron Man?
more weaker points that detract from it more for me.
Hmm.
And I have some higher highs in this show.
I have higher highs in this show. I don't think Iron Man has. I'm trying to think here, because, like, it's, for
think
me...
about Obadiah versus Fisk. You were making the comparison while we were watching.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And it's like, the villain matters a lot to
But
me.
it's not just comparing Obadiah to Fisk. It's comparing Obadiah to Fisk and his ragtag gang of professionals that gets bodied. So, it's, for me, it's like... it's... I would put it under Iron Man, personally. I think I stick 7.
Slosh.
8.5.
Really?
Ooh.
For this first season?
I put that dog up there.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna match it.
8.5.
8.5.
I'm sticking with 7.
That's okay.
6 is crazy, I will say. 6.
It's
It's definitely above a
different.
6.
Yeah.
No,
It's-
okay. There's one caveat.
Actually, I'm going
about
under
this
8, but yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one thing that, like, we were talking about, like, the camera work and the, like, tone of it all.
Mhm.
The one thing, and this is just, like, a me thing, I think, but there's one thing that really just bugged me the whole time, and it was just the lighting. What was I saying?
Lighting.
Oh, right. The one, like, kind of issue I had was lighting. I liked the lighting.
And we're back.
And we're back. No, so issue, lighting. I liked it, but I couldn't see anything.
Gotta turn up the brightness.
I
have
had my
brightness.
brightness all the way up, and I still couldn't see anything. No. Okay, so I liked the lighting. I liked how they did it. But sometimes I was like, I kind of wish I could see their faces just a bit more. Just a bit. Just so I knew what, like...
Who the fuck is who?
Yeah. Who was who? But also, like, what were they, like, to get more facial expressions and, like, to amp up the situation more.
Yeah.
Like, just because Daredevil's blind doesn't mean that we have to be.
Exactly. No, like that's not exactly it. But no, like that's kind of like my one overarching issue with like, but it's like pretty small, which is why I can push it higher.
At least they use like colors
Like a
nicely
7.5.
with the darkness, and that it's not all just gray like modern movies and TV.
I agree. For me, the thing that's holding it down for me is also just a lot of those goofy line deliveries. The one that has been stuck in my head is after Vanessa gets poisoned and like Fisk is like, "My darling, I will make them pay." But then he's like sitting there and he goes, "I'll make you pay." He goes, "I'll make them pay." He like says it super fast.
Wait, I remember
It sounds like one word. I rewatched. I couldn't stop laughing at that. It was just.
I'll make you pay.
I'll make them pay. It
But I
was
feel
so
like
funny.
It's part of his counter to the fact that he also has so many great like
He has so many,
monologues
like,
in this
great
show.
No, he does.
And it's like those highs are just too high for me.
I'm not much of a religious man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that
that
was
was something I
tough.
loved actually.
That was
The
tough.
overall like weird like amount of like religious like element in this show that I didn't expect there to be. I really like that, and I really hope, I don't know if it will be, I really hope it's explored further in the next.
Well, season 3, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, no,
I was really enjoying
I was
that.
really enjoying everything. Like
It'll stay pretty consistent.
starting the show on the priest confession was cool and all, and I was like, okay, I'm already over that though.
Oh fuck it did.
And then it just like he kept coming back to the priest. Oh bless Jesus! It's like
Well, like in his whole moral dilemma is based off his faith, and that's why like he doesn't kill people.
Yeah.
It's like it's an interesting way of doing the no kill rule. With
There's-
him.
oh, so many good lines.
And there's this is all because of one comic book writer, because it didn't used to be the case. But there's one guy, Frank Miller, who's legendary for writing a lot of Batman and stuff like that. He had wrote a run on Daredevil where he like tied it all into his faith, and like why would a devoutly Catholic man dress as the devil as his alternate identity?
Sin of gluttony.
And it's like it was really cool.
Yeah.
And so it was really cool to see them to take a lot of inspiration from that comic run and do
Yeah.
this.
Folks, let me hear the numbers. Let me run some math real fast.
Okay.
8.5 plus 8 plus...
You first.
No, you first.
No, you first. I said you first, which means you have to go first.
On the count of 3.
1, 2,
3.
7.
My man!
Oh, wait.
Oh! And we're back!
Yeah, we gave the show a 7.6 or 7.5 if we want to.
Or if you're using sig figs, 7.625 because there's 4 of us.
Yes.
I took a chemistry class.
Nice.
I did pretty bad.
That's why he's got a girlfriend.
Sure.
Okay, I think that was it, right? A Stanley cameo was good.
Stanley cameo was very good.
Very secret
scene.
Yeah.
After credits scene, I like it whenever Kingpin rolled. He got out of prison,
bowling alley,
and then he was like, "I am the king of bowling. I knock down the pins. They call me Kingpin."
So is that our saying for this one? What's
Make
the
sure
thing
to
we're
like.
saying for this?
Wait.
Wait.
I'm not here to threaten you.
I'm
here to kill you.
So that's it. That's it for this
Trying to
one.
think of one.
Yeah.
Make sure to. I've got a good one for this.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know how much we're gonna like it. Make sure to like, comment, and nail Jesus to that subscribe button.